today we're going to work on the front end a little bit. I'm still waiting for the locking washer for that pivot bolt for the swing arm. I know it came in today, so I got to get out and pick it up tomorrow. The seals for the front end are also in at the same time, so I got to go pick those up. Now, I spent probably 20 to 30 minutes trying to pound those cups out of the neck. I had a long drift, and I had this, I don't know what the weight of this hammer is, but I had this hammer. I couldn't get it to budge. It just would not budge. So I bought a new tool, but let me show you the tool that I got. So this is from Lowbrow Customs, and what it is Fast Eddy company. I guess that's one of their companies. So this is handle number 29, driver handle, which is this. And then you get these two pieces here, which they're magnetic. And they fit up into the cup. And I think you have to have a 1 inch or less neck cup, 1 inch or 3/4 inch neck cup. So these things fit up into the neck. And then you take this tool that's like this, and you get even pressure all the way around the cup to pound it out. Now, like I said, I spent 20 to 30 minutes taking that cup out, and when I got this tool, it came out in about 30 seconds. So this is one of the cups, and you can see how bad this is. There's rust all around this cup. So this cup was kind of rusted in there. You can almost not even tell that there's a race in there. The grease in there is so bad, so solidified, that you can't really even tell there's a race in there. I don't know how well you can see that with the light, but it's terrible. So we're gonna do the bottom cup. So if you're interested in this, so this is part number 013228, driver handle with wedge spacer. Now it says on here it's compatible with multiple Fast Eddy company tools such as number 30, geez, I can't read that, it's so small. 3034, 3031, 40 Timken race removers and installers. So that's the box that it comes in from Lowbrow Customs. So let me set the camera up, and we'll do this bottom race. You know, see how easy these races come out. Okay, so these are magnetic, and you want to put this piece here because it's going to go up in the top. Now I did find out doing it from the top that it's actually to take since these are magnetized, it's easy to take a magnet and just drop it down in there like that. Well, let me get so if you drop it down in there, push it against the sides with a screwdriver, and then, oops. All right, and then we take this tool. Now, I don't know if you automatically need, this piece comes off right here, and that's metal too. I don't know if you automatically need that piece. You might not in every situation, but you have to just fit it in here like that. Let me move that out of the way. And then you can just and that is not budging. There it goes. So you can see it's coming out. So this was pretty easy. So you can see it's pretty rusty all the way around there. So that, yeah, it comes out pretty easy with this tool. Okay, the inside of this one is not as bad. Let me show you the other one. So here's both of them. This one here is the top cup. This one's the bottom one. So you can see how bad that is. But they're both kind of rusted in there. You can see. So that's what made it so difficult to get out. Now the ones that I was going to use on the FLH that wouldn't work last year, those look like they'll work in this one. So I don't have to buy new cups. Those already have races in it. In here, I'm going to have to clean all that out. But it looks like it's got rust around here. So we'll, let me see if I can get this down in there. And you can see in there, it's not too bad, but you can see there's rust all along that wall. Up in the top right there. So, yeah, so let me clean this out, and then we'll put the new cups in. Now, grease in here was really tough to get out. It's like hard as rock, so we're going to take a little while. I don't have anything I can put on my drill that will go in there either. So we just have to do the best we can with this. Okay, so now that we've got everything clean, we can put these cups in. Let me just clean the bottom of this one off for a minute. So now on the cups, they should be knurled like this. Mine weren't, but let me show you how you can do it if you don't have a metal lathe or anything to do that. So what I did was I took the cup, put it in my vise. I take an old raspy file and just put it up against there like that. Hand. So you want to close it so it's a little tight, and then you just take this and bang the file against it, and what it'll do, it'll gnarl the cup so it'll seat better. Okay, so the tool I'm going to be using to seat these cups, this is an OTC steering head bearing installer. I believe I got this from Amazon. So it's designed to install steering head bearing cups and races completely straight without any damage. Will work on stock and custom applications. Pretty simple, piece of equipment. I don't know what I paid for it, $40 or something like that. But this is the tool here. And what you do is you got these pieces here fit into the cup. Okay, so you just make sure that these are kind of lined up straight, and just tighten them down is all you do until they seat. Pretty easy. The bottom one I usually seat first. Looks like the top one. Okay, so it looks like some brand new cups here. Let me readjust this a little bit. This frame falls off. There we go. All right, so now we just, they look, let me try it one more time. Just make sure. All right. Okay, so they look like they're in there pretty good, all seated. They're all even around. Oh, nice. So glad I finally get to use these, because like I said, I got these for the FLH last year and they would not fit. So okay, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I don't think this video is probably going to be very long, but again, if you're interested in this tool, this is the tool right here on Amazon. See if you can focus in on what it is. I don't think there is a part number on here. OTC 4892 is the part number, steering head, bearing, installer. So anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.